Hello everyone, it's been a minute. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing a simple vegetable soup recipe. For this recipe I'll be making use of just kale leaves. If you want to try this out, you can make use of kale as well as a mix of spinach. So you can do kale and spinach, or you can just use kale leaves, but I'll be using just kale. Let's get right into it, shall we? This is a very simple and quick recipe. I have my prawns, I have my pepper, crayfish powder, my washed kale leaves, stockfish, mackerel fish, dry fish, and some onions. To my pot, I'll be adding my fish. So I have a mix of baza steak and some mackerel fish. So I mixed it up. I would add that to my pot, and then I'll go in with my washed dry fish. I would also be going in with my washed stockfish. I would add all of this to the pot. I would season this with some onions, some chopped onions, some habanero pepper. I would also be seasoning with some stock cubes, salt, some salt, okay, and then I would go in with a little water, just a little water for now. I would give this a very good mix. Once this has been mixed properly, I would cover this. I went in last with my prawns, so they call it opori, so this giant crayfish, yes, but I cut mine into smaller pieces. So I added that and I allowed it to boil for a little bit, as you can see, and then I will go in with enough water to cook this evenly. So to cook the stockfish, to cook the fish, the dry fish, all of it, I'll go in with enough water. I'll cover this and allow it to cook. Like I said, this is a very simple recipe. I think within 30 minutes you should be done making your vegetable soup. Vegetable soup is not something you would want to cook for so long. So yes, so once this is done, I would be moving on to the next steps. I'll take this off the heat, and in another pot I would be going in with some palm oil, enough palm oil. Vegetable soup, to get that nice taste for vegetable soup, the secret ingredient would be enough palm oil and enough crayfish powder. Yes, palm oil and crayfish powder. I said what I said. Try it and let me know how it turns out. So to my palm oil, I added my remaining chopped onions. I went in with some crayfish powder, and then I added my meat stock. I said my meat, I didn't boil any meat. So I went in with my fish, my proteins, that's the dry fish, the mackerel fish, stockfish. I added all of this to the pot, and then I'll allow this to cook. Hello everyone, once again, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on here, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share with your friends. Okay, don't hoard the good stuff to yourself. To my pot, I went in with more crayfish powder, but this time it was grounded with some okpei seeds. I also added some what they call it, Cameroon pepper. I'm not sure how to explain this, but this is some of the spices we use to make a Nigerian meal. So dry Cameroon pepper, and then okpei blended with some crayfish powder. So I mixed all of this in, added the remainder of my habanero pepper, covered it and allowed to cook for a little bit, and then we'll be moving on to the next steps, which is adding in our vegetables, or rather adding in my kale leaves. I'll be adding in my kale leaves bit by bit, and once I'm done adding this, I wouldn't stir immediately. I would cover it, allow the steam to cook it for a little bit before I turn it or before I stir it. Okay. So one thing with our vegetables, when you start adding them, it looks like, oh, this is so much, this is too much. But let me tell you, once the steam hits these vegetables, you will be surprised at how fast they reduce. Just watch and see. So I covered this, and then in about 2 to 3 minutes, look at what we have. I would keep stirring this, or rather I would try to mix the fish, the palm oil, everything I added in previously. I will try to mix this up with my leaf, and then our vegetable soup is almost ready. Almost. Watch and see what happens next. Okay, can you see how this has reduced drastically? I mean, when we started, we had a full pot of vegetable, but look at how drastically it has reduced. Remember I said earlier that the key to a very nice vegetable soup is enough palm oil and crayfish powder. Yes, so I went in with some more palm oil, and then I would also be adding some more crayfish powder. Okay, so for vegetable soup, you have to be careful so it doesn't become too salty because of the crayfish powder I'll be using. So you get to taste this as you cook and then adjust. Taste for salt, taste for seasoning, and all of that. So our vegetable soup is almost ready. The next steps will be just adding in some more crayfish powder. I went in with some salt and some seasoning cubes as well, and then that was all. Thank you for watching so far. If you've watched up to this point, let me know in the comment section, would you be trying this recipe out? And if so, what would you be pairing yours with? I mean, I paired mine with some poundo, that's pounded yam. So there is a variety of options to pair our vegetable soup. We can make use of plantain fufu, pounded yam, gari, semovita, oatmeal. I mean, there are so many options to choose from. So let me know, would you be trying this out, and what would you be pairing yours with? Okay, so I'm just going to cover this and allow it to cook for a little bit, and there you have it. Our vegetable soup is ready. As you can see, I already have my pot of water boiling on the other part. Yes, I was just so hungry and couldn't wait to dive into this. Okay, so let's make our fufu, our pounded yam, our oatmeal, and dig into the soup. Guys, let me know what you think of my recipe. Would you be trying it out? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.